Nique is frustrated after finding out at the last minute that she has to pay for last minute flights to Thailand to go get Kaiser, which wasn't a part of Nique and King's plans. A lot of people in the comments are wondering why King doesn't have his nanny watch the girls overnight and then he flies to drop off Kaiser, being that his flights is already booked and paid for, versus Nique having to pay for last minute flights to go to Thailand, get Kaiser, then come back, then pay for school, then school supplies, which that's a lot. I understand why Nique is a little bit frustrated about the situation, but here's what Nique had to say.
Nique a little frustrated because she has to get Kaiser last minute from Thailand, which wasn't in the plans.
Shit, I'm trying to get in and out. Kaiser gotta prepare for school. I gotta do so much shit at home. But I gotta take time out to go get him. Cause if I don't go get him, who's gonna do it? And then I had to do it last minute. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it a vacation. Like it's gonna be, it wasn't my plans. I didn't even know I had to go get him. Hello. If I would have known that, because he wouldn't have went. I'm going by myself, so it might be like a little mommy and me explore.
Lena's now upset because people are reporting her GoFundMe account, which I don't think she should have a problem because she has her receipts to prove that she did get the surgery. So she should be getting the funds soon. But here's what she had to say.
And the fact that people are really reporting my GoFundMe, making people ask for refunds. I'm stuck in the hospital. I am not allowed to leave this hospital until those funds come into my account where I can pay. Do you know what that means? That means that my kids, my fiance, they have to stay in a hotel or an Airbnb. We have to keep extending this trip. There's so many expenses that go into this whole entire situation that were unexpected because y'all are trying to sabotage my GoFundMe. Y'all are reporting it. Y'all are making people think that I scammed them, that I'm lying to them, that I got cosmetic surgery. No, I got appendix surgery. I was going to die if I didn't agree to getting this surgery. If it would have bursted inside of me, my kids would have a mother no more.
Daysha responds to Quik baby mama exposing that while she was pregnant with Rain, Quik cheated on her with Daysha, and the baby mama said that she didn't find out about Daysha and Quik until Rain was 3 months.
First thing I want to say is it was very, very distasteful to sit and watch Rain sit next to you while you bash her stepmom and bash her dad, when in all reality, you could have just told her to go to another room. There's no clip of me ever saying that I was in the delivery room with you. When did you see a clip of me saying that? Like, I've never said that. I've never been weird like that. I wasn't outside the hospital or anything like that. Your baby daddy came to see me after you delivered the baby. That's it. I was not at the hospital. You knew who I was before you had the baby. You very well knew who I was before you had the baby. So I don't know what you're talking about. 3 months after, you knew who I was before I had the baby, because you was getting mad at him. And like I said, I'm not going to go into detail of some of the things you did, but I had your child at 2 days old, and I've discussed this with you. We've had this conversation. You got up there, you still said a whole bunch of nothing. So it was just like, it gave you a reminiscing about your baby daddy, but you have a man. And your man allows you to reminisce about your baby daddy. I'm just trying to make it make sense. You're reminiscing about a man from 10 years ago, but you have a man. And as far as the allegations about Quik cheating on you with me and this and that, I do not know anything about that. With me and this and that, I do not know anything about that. I was told y'all was not together. So if he lied, that's really not, you can't blame that on me. You got to blame that on your baby daddy. Like, you know, I can't take the fall for something that I had no knowledge of. And when you found out about me, you still very well was around, and that's just what it was. When me and Quik first started talking, we were in the talking stage. We was not in a relationship. We were talking. I was talking to a whole nother man. Celebrate 9 years because it's been 9 years since we've known each other. 9 years since we've known each other. So if the dates not adding up, that's the dialogue. And as far as you discussing with me not to put your business out on TikTok, I never said anything about you having car issues. Never. There's no clip. There's no clip of me saying that you had car issues. I said that it was going to be a lot for me to come and get Rain. because your baby daddy could not do it and you could meet. So I don't understand how that little piece spiraled this whole entire thing. It just doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't make any sense. And let's also get into the fact that you to my don't mention my child's name. The only reason people know who Rain is because of me. So let's tread very lightly. Not act like your child just was this who's who. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know her because of me. So I feel like I have every right to speak on her if I want to. Especially, it's okay for me to buy her things, do things for her, but it's a problem to discipline her. It's a problem to say her name. It's a problem to do this and do that. But it's okay to spend money and do all of this and do that. But it's a problem when it's really time to be a parent for real. I just don't understand it. That's why I said I'm stepping back and I will no longer be doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's very, very, very fucked up that it even gotta be like that. Because I truly love your child. And I love your child, and people would die to have a stepmother that loves their child. And they don't have to worry about nothing when it comes to making sure their child is clothed, bathed, clean, eating, and well. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not going to do anything. You do not have to worry about your child being on my platform anymore. You do not have to worry about me speaking on you or your child anymore after this video. You don't have to worry about it because I'm taking 1,000 steps back. When your child comes, she will be with her daddy 100% of the time. I am leaving the situation. I'm out of the equation. I am leaving the situation. I'm out of the equation because I'm not appreciated. And I'm trying to wrap my head around how how you took something that was so innocent and you flipped it and made it into something so negative when it was never intended to be like that. The only reason that people even knew or even asked about her if she was coming because they already knew that Rain was supposed to be at Harmony's birthday party. You knew I was planning Harmony's party. You knew Quik did not plan the party. Quik don't plan no trips. Quik barely give a fuck about a birthday. You know that. Me and you were in communication when it came to Rain making it to Harmony's birthday party. But you chose to tell your baby daddy that you were having car issues instead of telling the person that you were already in communication with when it came to Rain attending to the party. I asked you several times, was Rain going to make it to the party? Was Rain going to make it to the party? But something in my spirit told me not to book her flight because I already knew you were going to do some weird shit. The real tea is, you were mad that your baby daddy did not make it to Chicago for Rain's birthday party, but he made it to Philadelphia for Harmony's first birthday. That's what you were mad about. So you made up this whole thing about having car issues and car trouble or whatever because you were mad that he didn't make it to Rain's party, but he was making it to Harmony's party, so you tried to inconvenience us. You're right. I did not follow back up with you about, I did text you and tell you I was going to follow back up with you, and I did not follow back up with you because you didn't follow back up with me. So yes, I was being petty as fuck, and I went back through your baby daddy. So the same way you told your baby daddy that you were having car issues and you couldn't meet me instead of telling me is the same way I told your baby daddy that I'm not doing all the extra. So he should have relayed the message. So if your baby daddy never relayed the message, then you can't take that out on me. So in all reality, this whole thing is just miscommunication.